Take it. And it's more well regarded in the lane.
He's down in front of him.
On April 5th, 1997, in Atlantic City, USA, one of the most intense and difficult fights of the Samoan's career took place. His opponent was the future WBC champion from Russia, Oleg Maskayev. At the time of the fight, the Terminator held the WBC international belt. Maskayev, or the Big O as he was also known, was only at the beginning of his career, but had an impressive amateur record and an Asian Games gold medal. Before this encounter, the Samoan typically finished fights in the early rounds and rarely went the full distance. Maskayev, on the other hand, was prepared for a long fight and possessed significant knockout power. As a result, the Russian entered the ring as a true dark horse, a dangerous unknown capable of shocking everyone, including the Samoan himself.
And more recently, of course, people think he reminds...
The opening of the fight was fast-paced and intense. The Russian actively fired his jab, trying to break through the guard and establish distance. Tua, in return, worked effectively off the counter.
Successful track record he's had so far in Samoa. He is very proud of his heritage. He comes from a skill and with a family there so that he could develop his boxing career.
At the moment, he's really not looking.
Maskayev would have been in those 90 Soviet Union listed because of illness.
Wait, time. That's something that you can't do to him. Has to step in with the jab, nail him.
It's jab and doing what he does best, forcing the issue, keeping the pressure on. There's a big left hook to the ear of Maskayev. Combination back. That distinguished amateur career. Won 10 professional fights. Last outing, second round. Only loss on Oliver McCall. He was stopped in the first round. Now Tua bangs up and down to his head and body. Big left hand got through over the guard of Maskayev.
Partially blocked. His jab is loosening up a little punches. He doesn't get nailed with that left hook.
Both these fighters, Dad's
Right uppercut, left hook.
confidence, certainly less tentative, is Maskayev. Rounds 2.
There's a left hook, a little bit low. A little bit sound
Tua 26-0 with 22 KOs. Maskayev has lost only once in the remaining round 3.
Tua better not depend on scoring that one-punch knockout because in the meanwhile,
Kazakhstani, and there's Tua reaching with that left hook. He just hasn't been able to get close enough to put punches together. Maskayev, final seconds of round 3.
By the middle rounds, the Samoan began to apply more pressure, throwing heavier and sharper punches while maintaining his explosiveness. Maskayev, meanwhile, continued to put together combinations, attempting to outbox him and control the rhythm of the fight.
Here may be a guy that's going to cause him some problems that way. What's he got to do to change the trend?
Tim, he's been very predictable to it. He's walking in, not moving his head, not getting low. He's got to get underneath that jab of Maskayev. But you can see he walks straight. He's got to go underneath that left jab and come up, or either could bleed a little bit from the nostril.
Eventually stopped him in
Loosen up a little bit and really get that to his respect. Again, Maskayev is waiting to get hit. And when you wait to get hit, you get hit. Has to show a lot more offense. They'll give a fighter credit for winning a round by just being aggressive. They forget it has to be effective aggressiveness. And so far, Tua is walking in, but not really scoring too much.
Here's a top quality opposition in the early part of the Tua, much more well regarded in the ranking. Dropping overhand right after a good left to the body. Final seconds of the 4th.
There's a good combination by Tua.
Trying to swing.
A good left hook by Tua.
Missed the right, but landed the left hook right behind it. Short chopping right landed by Maskayev. And a good straight right hand lead landed.
Right hand doesn't have too much on it though, Tim.
World Championship.
He's been experienced. He's been very flat.
Maskayev has stayed with his best stuff, and that's that stiff left jab that's been landing.
Tua is just doing too much posing.
22 KOs and 26 starts. There's a good left hook that landed. Perfectly timed counter. Combination by Moskaev, final seconds of round number 5. I like Moskaev in the 12th round.
And you see Moskaev scoring with that jab, Tim. Now a combination. And
Down the pipe. He's serious.
Tua never changes anything, Tim.
We have a head on the cards right now. We're into round number 7, scheduled for 12.
Good right hand by Tua, and then again, good left hook to the body by Tua.
There's a right hand back from Moskaev. Every now and then he'll wing one with a little more serious intention, but
Counter. Low blow.
these two are starting to go to the body a little bit more here now in round 7.
Takes that move in his head, Tim. And Moskaev misses. He has to wing.
And this guy just landed another stiff one right on the swelling. Little blood on the inside, bridge of the nose of Tua.
Over the next 3 rounds, Moskaev began to give ground. His speed and endurance visibly declined. At the same time, Tua looked fresh, steadily increasing the pressure and forcing the Russian backward.
Now he should really take off anytime he gets Moskaev against the rope. But he just follows him around the ring, straight up position, and walks right into that left jab. Just not getting off. And you can see Moskaev keeps his hands good and high, and he's blocking those wide left hooks up to this point. Good right hand, good left hook to the body by Tua. Hard punches. And again, Tim, you know, we may be a little surprised with the scoring of the judges, because a lot of times, again, just for aggressiveness, they'll give a guy a round. Look at his blood up in the air. Start going somewhere. Now it's got not one punch. He's got to let them go.
There's a big right hand that got through from David Tua. The left had been blocked by the arm of Moskaev, but he didn't rock him with it.
No, he's
still clear-headed, clear-eyed.
Moskaev has taken some of Tua's best shots. And he took off with a right hand that time, Moskaev. That was about as hard as he's throwing a right hand. Tua is trying to get himself into some kind of action. That's when he should counter. Again, he has Moskaev.
David Tua getting himself in all kinds of problems here, or for that matter, he may be exposed here as a less talented than observers have thought, being in against Oleg Moskaev. Find out.
Again, he slipped the punch. No counter.
Final seconds of the 8th round. Still a highly regarded David Tua unable to unload.
No reaction from Tua. And anytime Moskaev throws those little pretty fat combinations, Tua should be blasting right back. But he just isn't doing it. There again, 3 punches by Moskaev, no return. Another punch by Moskaev, another one, and no return from Tua. He has to really, again, make it a war. Punch with the guy. That's the way he's going to nail him. Otherwise, he's going to just follow him around like this.
End of this round, we'll be talking to Pernell Whitaker and Oscar De La Hoya over the course of the next couple of rounds, between rounds, about their huge fight next Saturday night, week from tonight in Las Vegas. Moskaev is not giving any ground here, even when Tua attempts to get a little flurry going. Moskaev staying right with him. Good combination by Moskaev. Moskaev evidenced a lot of respect for what Tua's accomplished so far, but certainly indicated no fear when we talked to him yesterday.
Again, that left hook is a devastating left hook, but blocked by Moskaev.
Seconds left. No indication in this round from Tua that he's suddenly going to explode. Leaping in with a left hook, partially blocked, did land on the ear of Moskaev. Just missed with a winging right hand, did Tua. That could have been a knockout blow. That's the end of 9, and that's his name, of course. And we'll hear Oscar's rebuttal at the end of this 10th round. This is scheduled for 12 heavyweights live from Atlantic City. David Tua has really struggled here against Oleg Muskayev, but on our card, he needs to knock out the win.
A little bit of movement to the right, back to the left. Doesn't take much. And again, Tua just walks right in a straight line, right into those left jabs.
See it, but we have to remind viewers that in his last outing, suddenly in the 12th round against a fatiguing David Izanrite, Tua exploded and scored a knockout. So far, I would say Muskayev is in better shape physically at this point than Izanrite was. And Tua put a lot more punching pressure on Izanrite. He hasn't hurt Muskayev at all. The winging right hand, that got through, and that big jaw of Muskayev, he just shook it out.
But he's not there, what he has to do. When he slips that punch, he has to come back up with that left hook.
Finally did get one of those big left hooks in, but no damage done. Not for the front of Muskayev, and he lands the left to the ear of David Tua.
Again, there's Tua doing all that bobbing and weaving, but he doesn't come up with a punch. Look, weave, weave, weave. You got a punch. There he's throwing up.
Under the 30-second mark we go on round number 10. There's a left hook that got through. Short to the right.
Muskayev is now starting to show little signs of fatigue. There's a lot of pressure put on him.
There's a left that got through and a left that missed from Tua. Did land one combination back. Tua stepping it up here a bit in the 10th. Final seconds. Round number 10. He lands a left hook. Goes Tua. There's the bell ending round 10. Let's go quickly.
And then came the decisive 11th round. Midway through the round, Tua trapped Muskayev against the ropes with a series of combinations and landed his trademark left hand, sending Muskayev to the canvas. Technical knockout.
Still moving around.
Scheduled for 12 or in the 11th. Muskayev, as we see it, has control of this fight. And David Tua pull it out here as he did in the 12th against David Izanrite. Undefeated in 26 with 22 KOs, but a flat performance so far by David Tua. Overhand right, landed to the chin, not much effect.
That's him. Again, let me remind you that a lot of judges, they're just watching one guy go forward and the other guy go backwards. It's not just aggressiveness, it's effective aggressiveness, and Tua has not been effective up to this point. There's a good left hook by Tua. And he's got it right. He's got him in trouble here in the 11th.
David Tua, and they've stopped it. David Tua with a knockout in the 11th round. Well, we were questioning him, and he came up big again late in the fight. An 11th round stoppage. David Tua. He remains unbeaten at 27-0, having all kinds of problems against Muskayev.
Thus, Tua defended his title once again and demonstrated that he could go the distance without losing his power and speed, which would undoubtedly play a role in future fights. For Oleg Muskayev, this defeat became a foundation, an experience that would later lead him to the WBC world title. A long and grueling journey in the world of professional boxing lay ahead for both fighters. But it is precisely fights like these that shape their legacies. That is what fans will remember them for forever.
It seemed like a flat performance and suddenly explode with a knockout win. What's your view of it?
First of all, I thank God for this great victory today. And, it's one of those days. I have no excuses. I make no excuses whatsoever. I have to give Oleg Muskayev a lot of credit for this fight today.